Nothing strikes fear in the hearts of an enemy like the glow of a lightsaber in the hands of a Force user. Across thousands of years, many colors have been seen on the battlefield. These are the ones that live on in legend. Canon colors. Blue blades are the most common lightsabers used by Jedi throughout the Republic. They are associated with Guardians who prioritize direct combat and battlefield presence. Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Luke Skywalker all wielded blue blades during the Clone Wars and Galactic Civil War. Blue kyber crystals produce stable, high-energy plasma blades, optimized for reliability and control rather than symbolism. If you're going into a fight, you want blue. It's the AK-47 of lightsabers. Proven, dependable, and everywhere. Green lightsabers are traditionally used by Jedi, who focus more on the Force than pure combat. The blade functions identically to blue, but the crystal attunement reflects a different resonance. Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Luke Skywalker in his later years all carried green blades. Green blades are often seen among senior Jedi and duelists who favor precision over aggression. Red lightsabers are created using synthetic or corrupted kyber crystals. Sith do not bond naturally with crystals. Instead, they force them into submission through a process known as bleeding. Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Emperor Palpatine all wielded red blades as symbols of their rejection of the Jedi Order. The result is an unstable but extremely lethal blade that reflects domination rather than harmony. Red doesn't just mean Sith, it means the crystal screamed when it was made. Purple is one of the rarest canon colors. It represents a unique balance between light and dark tendencies within the Force. Mace Windu is the most famous wielder, a Jedi Master who developed Vapad, a lightsaber form that channels inner darkness without succumbing to it. The blade is not stronger than others, but the crystal resonance reflects a wielder who walks close to both restraint and aggression without fully surrendering to either. Samuel L. Jackson requested the purple blade to stand out in the arena battle on Geonosis, but Star Wars lore made it meaningful. Windu was dangerous precisely because he understood both sides. Yellow blades are most famously used by Jedi Temple Guards, faceless sentinels who surrendered their identities to protect the Order. They represent neutrality, vigilance, and duty rather than individual identity. In the post-Imperial era, yellow reappears as a personal blade color when Rey constructs her own lightsaber at the end of the Rise of Skywalker, signaling balance and independence rather than institutional loyalty. Yellow says, "You're neither dogmatic Jedi nor reckless Sith, you're writing your own rules." White lightsabers are created when a corrupted red crystal is purified. The process removes the Sith influence without restoring the original color. Ahsoka Tano purified 2 kyber crystals taken from an Inquisitor she defeated, creating her signature white blades. The result is a clean, neutral blade that reflects rejection of both Jedi and Sith ideologies. White is the rarest color in canon because you have to defeat a Sith, spare their life or take their saber, then heal their weapon. It's the ultimate statement. Neither of you were right. The black blade known as the Darksaber is unique. It has a flat, sword-like profile and behaves differently from all other lightsabers. Created by Tara Vizsla, the first Mandalorian Jedi, it was stolen from the Jedi Temple and became a symbol of Mandalorian leadership. Pre-Vizsla, Darth Maul, Bo-Katan Kryze, and Din Djarin have all wielded it. The blade carries cultural weight rather than force alignment, serving as a symbol of leadership and authority rather than spiritual attunement. Whoever holds the Darksaber rules Mandalore, not through the Force, but through rite of combat. Orange lightsabers appear rarely in canon sources, particularly in High Republic era material. They represent neither Jedi tradition nor Sith corruption. Orange blades suggest experimental crystal states, or unconventional Force users operating outside established orders. This is the wild card. If you see orange, you're not dealing with a by-the-book Jedi. Cyan blades are a lighter blue-green variant, seen in canon media. They function identically to blue blades, but indicate subtle differences in crystal resonance. Cal Kestis, the protagonist of Jedi, Fallen Order, and Jedi Survivor, can wield cyan depending on player customization. Cyan appears most often during transitional periods in Jedi history, reflecting the chaos of the post-Order 66 galaxy. Non-canon and Legends. Silver lightsabers appear in Legends material and are associated with disciplined, highly controlled Force users. The color suggests purity and restraint rather than moral alignment. Silver is what happens when a Jedi achieves near-perfect emotional control. No passion, no chaos, just absolute focus. Gold blades are rare and ceremonial in Legends lore. They are often associated with elite Jedi or symbolic roles rather than frontline combat. Gold doesn't see war, it presides over it. Bronze lightsabers appear in expanded material and games. They are functionally identical to other blades, with coloration attributed to mineral impurities within the crystal. Bronze suggests age, tradition, and craftsmanship, a blade passed down through generations. Viridian is a yellow-green blade used in legend sources. It represents a midpoint between green and yellow, and is often associated with Jedi scholars or diplomats. This is the blade of someone who solves problems before the fighting starts. Indigo blades appear occasionally in Legends continuity. They are darker than standard blue and often used to visually distinguish elite or unconventional Jedi. Indigo is for Jedi who operate in the shadows, not Sith, but not Boy Scouts either. Magenta lightsabers exist primarily in games and comics. They have no mechanical difference, but are used to signify unusual or force-sensitive individuals operating outside traditional structures. If someone pulls out a magenta blade, they didn't learn their fighting style in a temple. Pink blades appear in obscure legends and promotional material. They are rare and largely symbolic, rather than narratively significant. Pink exists because someone in marketing said, "What if?" and the lore tried to make it work. Crimson is treated as a deeper, more violent variant of red in Legends lore. It is often used to emphasize extreme Sith aggression or instability. Crimson doesn't just mean Sith, it means the Sith enjoyed making that crystal suffer. Scarlet blades are another red variant used for differentiation in expanded material. They are visually brighter and often associated with Sith assassins. Scarlet is the blade of someone who kills for a living, not ideology. Maroon blades appear rarely and are typically used to convey age, decay, or corrupted lineage rather than power. Maroon is what happens when a red blade has seen centuries of violence and the crystal is barely holding together. Blood red blades are an exaggerated Legends concept meant to visually emphasize cruelty and domination. They do not exist in canon. This is what happens when writers wanted readers to know someone was the bad guy without any subtlety. Black-red blades appear in experimental Sith alchemy stories. These blades are unstable and visually distorted, reflecting extreme corruption. If someone ignites a black-red blade, they've done things to kyber crystals that violate the laws of physics and morality. Rainbow or prismatic blades appear only in fringe Legends material. They are usually tied to force anomalies, rather than actual crystal mechanics. Rainbow blades exist in the same category as unicorns. Technically documented, never actually seen. Gray lightsabers appear in rare expanded sources and represent neutrality or rejection of both Jedi and Sith paths. Gray is the color of someone who looked at 10,000 years of galactic war and said, "You're all wrong." Clear or colorless blades are theoretical or proto-saber concepts. They represent unstable or incomplete plasma containment, rather than a true crystal state. Clear blades are either experimental prototypes or catastrophic failures depending on who built them.